there's no one in our lives quite like our fathers. Now, these fathers, they might be biological fathers, they might be grandfathers, they might be uncles, brothers, friends, father figures, mentors. But those men in our lives who have that role as father can be very significant, very special in all of our lives. Now, as you can hear, we're having some early fireworks. Those are happening at night too, by the way. But in any case, back to the topic at hand. Today is Father's Day, and we celebrate those men that hold that unique place in our lives. That those men that we need to grow, that we need to learn to become who we are, to realize our full potential. We need our fathers. And yeah, I realize sometimes, in some people's lives, that's not always possible. And when it is possible to have those fathers in our lives, we need to give thanks. Especially since they won't always be around. And so on this Father's Day, we give thanks for those men who have helped to fulfill that role in our lives. Some of my favorite memories with my own dad revolve around hiking and camping. Now, I don't know if you realize this or not, but I'm not exactly the most athletic person. But my dad was so patient and so generous with his time and his love. And we'd go up into the mountains. Now we had some amazing hikes and some amazing adventures and misadventures. But in particular, I remember how we would go camping. And we wouldn't bring a tent with us, no. We'd be camping under the stars, in our sleeping bags, sometimes directly on the ground, sometimes we'd be on a cot. But we'd camp under the stars, and I think that's one of the things that helped to cement my love of astronomy, was those times with my dad when, we'd be laying down and just looking up at the beauty of the universe. And then Dad being Dad, one particular camping trip, we get up in the morning and he goes off and does whatever, and I start hearing a growling sound. I'm like 7 or 8 years old, right? A growling sound, and I start panicking and yelling for my dad. And that growling turns into rambunctious laughter. The growling was my dad. He was hiding behind a rock or a bush or something. Gave me the fright of my life. And there's times when we would go hiking, and I'd wonder, it's like, Dad, are we there yet? Oh, just around this next corner. Just over that next bend. Or just over that, that next little hill. Famous dad stuff, right? It'll build character. But man, am I so thankful for those times. And I cherish those memories so very much. And so on this Father's Day, what are some memories that you cherish with your dad? What are some memories that hold a special place in your life? Whether it's with your dad or with another father figure. Maybe you had somebody else who needed to fulfill that role in your life. What are some of those memories? Let's recall them today and give thanks for them. And say a prayer for our dads and for all dads. Prayer that they may continue to serve faithfully, after the example of that old, the prime example of fatherhood, Saint Joseph, the prime human example of fatherhood, Saint Joseph, who cared so lovingly and so steadfastly for the Holy Family. Let us entrust all of our fathers to the intercession of Saint Joseph today, and say a prayer for our dads while we're at it. God bless you all, and I look forward to seeing you all again very soon.